Rudolph Bianco Davila, born in El Paso, Texas, was a United States Army officer, of Spanish-Filipino descent, who received the Medal of Honor for his actions in Italy during World War II. He was the only person of Filipino ancestry to receive the medal for their actions in the European theater. He was initially awarded the Distinguished Service Cross. However, in 1998, after an extensive review, his medal was upgraded to the Medal of Honor. Davila was born to a Spanish father and a Filipino mother in El Paso, Texas. His family moved to Watts, California when he was a child. There he was raised and received his primary and secondary education. 1 Davila enlisted in the Army from Los Angeles in March 1941. World War II grave at Arlington National Cemetery. Davila was a United States Army Staff Sergeant assigned to Company H of the 7th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Infantry Division. On May 28, 1944, his company was involved in an offensive, near Artina, Italy, which broke through the German mountain strongholds surrounding the Anzio beachhead. His company was under a heavy enemy attack, and for an unknown reason his machine gunners were reluctant to risk putting their guns into action. Realizing that his company was in danger, Davila crawled 50 yards to the nearest machine gun and fired over 750 rounds into the enemy strongholds in the foothills. His fellow machine gunners reacted, and Davila directed their firepower with hand and arm signals until the two enemy hostile machine guns were silenced. Despite being wounded by the enemy, he continued his assault by engaging the enemy from the turret of a burnt tank. Davila then spotted what he believed to be a rifle barrel in a farmhouse window. He grabbed a rifle and 2 grenades and went inside the farmhouse. He tossed the grenades at the attic and shot at the troops inside, destroying 2 more enemy machine gun nests. The enemy was forced to abandon their prepared positions. Davila received a battlefield commission to lieutenant, and even though a captain in the rifle company said he would recommend Davila for the Medal of Honor, 5 the highest honor for battlefield valor, Davila was instead awarded the Distinguished Service Cross, the Army's second highest military honor. Davila continued to serve with his company after he recovered from his leg wound. A few months after the Artina attack, Davila found himself in France's Vosges Mountains. He received a chest wound from a shell which ricocheted off a tree as he was ordering his men to storm a German tank. The tank's shell caused injuries that left his right arm paralyzed. Davila was treated for his wounds at a hospital in Modesto, California. There he met a nurse by the name of Harriet, and 3 months later they were married. 1 He continued his education and earned a bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of Southern California, and became a high school history teacher in Los Angeles. 5 He moved to Vista in 1977 with his wife after he retired from teaching. 6 His wife, Harriet Davila, lobbied Army officials to award the Medal of Honor to her husband based on the actions he performed during the Allied offensive in Italy. After she became aware of her husband's actions, for years, she petitioned the government for her husband's medal, making phone calls, writing letters, and researching military records to prove her husband deserved the Medal of Honor. No reply ever came.